Hello friends, this is Ganesh and video number 1 on ABAP to UI5. So this is going to be a UI5 session, but not in the proper way how the UI5 is going to be developed for an application. So this is quite different how an ABAPer is converting himself to an UI5 developer. So this is mostly output oriented session. I'm going to fix an output for a new application. This is my screen. This is the way it works. Then I'm going to start developing the UI5. That is the whole idea of this session, playlist, everything. So the people who are good in UI5, please accept my apology if I'm just going in a different direction, and please let me know wherever I need to correct it. And slowly we are going to adapt the new functionalities or the way of writing code through JavaScript, HTML5, CSS as well. So probably the way which is going in a different direction, but hopefully I'm trying to cover most of the steps in UI5, SAP UI5 concepts. Okay, so let's get into that. So this is my idea. This is ABAP, this is UI5. So ABAP, I know how to design this screen. So this is nothing but one Mara table, I believe. This is the ALV output. I know how to generate an ALV output. The same way the business needs kind of a table format in a UI application. So now I'm going to figure out how to do that. So this is not my first example. This is just a sample how the entire session is going to be. So mostly I'm going to work based on the output. And the first thing is for an ABAPer, we need to know where we have to start. Okay, I want to design a UI application. Where is my kind of ABAP editor? Meaning, I've been working with ABAP editor for long time. So now if I want to work with an or design a UI application, I need to come out of the SAP product and I need to find out the editor or the place to design my UI application, write a code to design the UI application. Because so far, as an ABAPer, just get into a product, open a transaction called ABAP editor or SE24, whatever it is, there is a tool or there is a place to write, design your screen, forms, programs, and everything. But now I need to come out of the product and I need to find the place to write the code. So I need to find the exact tool where I need to write the code for the UI application. And then cloud platform. So once you start working with SAP UI5, so mostly it's a cloud, and it's very simple to understand what is a cloud platform. Normally the hardware or the softwares are available in a different data centers, not with the client, not in your premises, so we can able to access through internet. So remotely we are accessing our hardware, software. There are some types of cloud services also, right? So platform service or servers. So a lot of things are available. So we don't want to get in more about those things in this session. So just an idea about cloud is nothing but we are going to access our own account or our own trial account, our own data and services from the different data centers. So that is a one line of what is cloud platform. And we need to learn some more additional languages. So only ABAP is not enough. So we need to know what is HTML5, what is JavaScript, what is CSS, and those things we are going to learn it. So as you are a programmer, so it's very easy to adapt yourself to learn the other languages. Okay. And what's next? Yeah, just a cloud platform, just an one line explanation. So this is my data centers in the world. Wherever they want, they can keep their data center, they can maintain the datas or services or software, whatever it is, through the net. The customer or the vendor of the customer, so whoever wants to access the data, they can use it through their network. Okay, so there are a lot behind this cloud, plus at least the one line what is cloud platform is just not in my on premises, not near to me, I can keep it. So this will help the business to save some money, some space, lot of things. Okay. And another one is about the tool which I'm talking about. I need a tool to start develop my UI development. So one of the tool you heard about is SAP Web IDE. Unfortunately, in a trial account, SAP Web IDE is going to be blocked permanently from June 30th, probably 2021, and the data of your account is also going to be deleted to from July 31st. So you have an option to move this to the new tool or platform called BAS, Business Application Studio. These are tools, so depends on the requirement, depends on the technology. They used to upgrade their tools from one to another. So it comes with a lot of facilities, a lot of options available in the newer versions. Okay, so now we are going to move from Web IDE to BAS, as we are going to use only trial account. Okay. And today's session, I'm going to walk through how to create a trial account. And in SAP.com, it's SAP HANA Cloud, and how to create or how to subscribe for BAS. It's not create, we need to call a subscription. So under subscribe the BAS tool, Business Application Studio, along with some additional functionalities. Once it is done, and I'm going to create one Hello World program using HTML5 application. So we got a lot of templates available. So with the help of that, I'm going to do it. Also, I'm going to modify small amount of code in that Hello World program and see how it reflects. Okay, so that is the overall idea. And again, I'm saying this is not exactly for UI session. So please don't expect the same chapter wise I'm going to take the UI5. It's actually a ABAP to UI5. So how an ABAPer converting himself to a UI5 developer. Okay, so mostly this is output oriented development or learning session. Okay, let me take you to the system. So now the system is my Google Chrome, because it's not any on-premise system I'm going to take. So everything is in Chrome. I'm going to show you. Let's go to that. So go to sap.com. Okay, and register yourself if you're not already registered. Okay, if you already registered, then skip this step, go to the next one. And here you need to enter your information. There are 3 steps to do it. You have to register it, verify your email, so you'll get the activation link. Once you get it, once you activate through your email, everything is set. Okay, so here they mention about tell us about yourself. So business email address, you can give your normal Gmail as well, your name, company, and department, whatever, phone numbers, okay, whatever it is, just give what is the relation to SAP and select this. Understand, if you have a time, just go through the terms and conditions and select the agree with, and finally click submit, and you will get a notification email to activate your account. Once you activate your account, and you will get this page. So all 3 steps are successfully completed. So thank you, your account now is active. So once it is done, okay, then we need to go to the step number 2 to create a trial account. So for that, then go to account.hanatrial.ondemand. So for you, if whoever is registering the first time, it will take you to the place where you have to register your phone number. Okay, and you will get a OTP, a code which comes. Then you have to enter the code, and you have to activate it. That is a one step that is missing, because mine is already done. Already my account has got created and it's mapped with my phone number. So once it is done, it will ask what type of account you want to create, which region you have to create. Okay, you can go ahead anything. There is no restriction on it. I usually go with US East, AWS, and I just click create account. Okay, so I'm creating a trial account. So it takes few seconds, depends on your network as well. It needs some time to set up your account. So it needs create a region, and what is a global account, and sub account, organization, and space. Okay, it might take few minutes, then your trial account will be ready. So I will pass, otherwise it will take some time. Yes, it's done. So it just created some random number and sub account is trial, organization with some number. These are same and space is dev, and click continue. Okay, so this is the first initial page of your trial account. So your account is created, trial account is created. So it's mentioned enter your trial account. Okay, so just click. These are quick tool access. You can select it, but problem is your trial account is not subscribed with BAS like SAP Business Application Studio. So let me get into the trial account and subscribe the SAP BAS application. Then we can do it. These are just a quick access like how we have in SAP Easy Access by favorite transaction. We can make it the same way over here. Just get enter your trial account. Just play around this with. Then only you'll just come to know what is happening, what are the things that are available in your account and everything. Okay, just click close. So it's got created my trial account. You can have more than one trial account by using a new sub account. Probably in a corporate or a company account, they might have more than one sub account, depends on the project, depends on the POCs they are doing. So you can have a number of sub accounts, but normal the personal use one account, one sub account is more than enough. And these are the menus which is available, sub accounts, directories, and a lot of things. Depends on your page, this menu will get changed. Okay, if I get into that sub account, this menus might get changed with some other options. Okay, so you have an option to disable and enable as well. And I'm going to just click it. You have option to modify and delete as well anytime. Just click this and I'm getting into my sub account, and here you can see some changes in the menu. Service you have, subscription you have, cloud foundry you have. Okay, so everything is available. Just menus are available over here. Some IDs, random IDs got created, and just go down. You can find out what is your KMOA environment and entitlements, what are the applications you are able to do it, what are the services associated with your account. A lot of information, but don't worry about it. Okay, so our intention is create a UI application in a tool. That is what our intention. We are just focusing on that only. Okay, but whenever you have a time, just play around it. At least you should know the names and all, right? Service, subscription, HTML5 application, cloud foundry, so everything you should know, right? Just go ahead, and there is one active subscription. Just go here and you can see what are the subscriptions you have, and here what are the subscription is in my account. Let's see. Okay, by default it's apply SAP Business Application Studio by default. Okay, normally previously what happens is we have to maybe 3 or 4 months back, I believe, the trial account we have to subscribe the BSA, but now if you create a new account, automatically by default you will get this application to be subscribed. If not, go to service marketplace. If the BSA is not in your in your account subscribed, here you are able to identify what are the things available. Okay, so SAP Business Application Studio. So just click. It will if it is not mapped in your account, that create button is enabled, go to application is disabled mode. Okay, but here it's already mapped to my account, that's why go to application button is enabled. Otherwise, if your account is created a little long back and you want to include it, go to service marketplace and select this and click create. It will automatically create it. Now my BSA is ready. Then go to application. Okay, it's a by default one. So just click go to application. It just open in a new window. This is always it comes. If you want, just click do not show this message again and just click OK. Yep. So now I'm going to create a dev space. It needs some space to be created. Okay, SAP BAS needs to be created. It's a one-time activity. So once you create a dev space, you can go ahead and start working on what kind of application basically you can develop. Okay, so just click create dev space and give a dev space name, whatever name you want. I can give Ganesh dev. Okay, So what type of application you want, full stack cloud application, HANA native application, SAP mobile application, whatever it is. I'm going to create first SAP Fiori. Depends on your requirement, depends on the business need. You can create more than one dev space also in the same BAS application. One for Fiori, one for full stack, and one for HANA native. Depends. Okay. Normally, in the previous POCs, I have created SAP Fiori and HANA native for my development. So now I'm going to do with SAP Fiori, and these are the additions available, add-ons I can say. These are the predefined extension. It comes under this option, and if it is an add-on, if you want, you can add it. Suppose I wanted this, I want this add-on, and what else on our tools? Okay, I want this HTML5 application template. No Java tools now. You can add this later in your same dev space. So just create dev space. It's creating. So this is the place where you're going to do all your Fiori developments. Okay, so every time, mostly after 30 minutes, I'm not sure, it will automatically going to the stop mode. So every time if you come in, this is stop, and if it is stopped, you have an on button over here, play kind of. Just click it, it will starting and running in a green color. Once it is running, here you will get a hand tool. Just click it, it will take you to the studio means nothing but editor, okay, where you can develop your applications. So every time you have to start and do it. Probably once you're done, maybe you can stop the service as well, otherwise it automatically stops after some time. It needs some time to running and come to a running stage. And I mentioned, right, you can have a number of dev space. So this is one dev space in the business application studio I have created. If you want, you can have add one more dev space by clicking create dev space. I want HANA native studio, I want HANA native development to be added another dev space. You can create it. Okay, so now my service, okay, not a service, my dev space is running. Then click here. Okay, explore and everything. Yep, it's opening now. It's like AC30 sorry, AC38 opening ABAP editor, same thing. Okay, now my BAS is opening, business application studio is opening now with the place. This is a place you're going to start develop. So this is our first step, first thing in my PPT I mentioned, right? What is the alternative for my ABAP editor? This is the alternative for your ABAP editor. Okay, now I'm going to create a very simple HTML5 application. So I'm going to create my project or my work with a template. Start from template, and it will ask what type of project you want to create. So you have Fiori application, and you have HTML5 and other options also visible over here. You can select it whatever you want. Here these are the projects. So I prefer to go with HTML5 project. Just select it and click start, and you will get these kind of messages, information messages in this right. Okay, it's for me, right down corner. You can ignore or you can close as well. Just click next. What do you want to create? .js application HTML. I go with basic HTML and click next. Project name, yeah, we have this one always, and click next. We have some options. This is the first time we are getting to the trial account, so don't worry about what is standalone or managed. Okay, don't try to understand. Maybe a little later we can do it. Do you want to authentication? No, I don't want any authentication. It's very simple application. Click next. Mandatory field, module name. Just module name is new. And you want to add a data service. Data service is nothing but if you say yes, you have to give what is a data source and service selection. Currently, we don't have any backend system or any space is got created. So I don't want anything over here. So just click no. I don't want to map with anything with the data service. Just click no and click next. So it's saying installing dependencies. Some informations are coming always over here. The project has been generated and will be opened in a new workspace. So the technical term is workspace. Okay. You can create n number of workspace. It's like I'm creating a workspace for my UI application and workspace for my another like HTML application. So like that you can able to create it. In that you can create different, sorry, you can create a different project on a workspace. Different project you can create it. Under the one workspace you have hello world is one project. You can have n number of project over here. Okay. So these are some informations over here. SAP HANA project. By default, you'll get some folders. Let it be. Hello world. This is the entire folder. What I created. These are the supporting file. Forget about it. As of the time being, just forget it. What is .yaml, .json, whatever it is. These are supporting files. Okay. But in SAP editor, like ABAP editor, we have a supporting program in the backend, standard programs. We are not able to see it until if you go for the standard debugging, right? So the same way, but here is everything is visible, and I'm going to ignore all the things over here. If you want, just play around, just opening it, what is inside, okay? It won't harm anything. You can delete and you can, at the most, it won't work properly. That's it. Okay, so now I want the first very like frequently heard about this name if you go by any portal development, index.html. So I want that to be opened. It's already have some name over here, just say hello world or program over here. And if you want to just click, right click, open with preview, so it shows hello world. So now you can have addition. Probably everybody knows like some tags, very basic tags, H1 and B for bold, I for italic. That means H1 H2 is, it's nothing but what is that, header, right? So header H1 and P for paragraph. It's auto save and go to index. It's worked. Okay, and I want italic as well, so I just go with I, and here also I, and close it, right? So it's closed it. And if you go to index HTML, it's in italic. So something is working. So now, so go to the website called w3schools.com. So it gives most of the HTML related code and option to test as well. So if you say HTML introduction, what is HTML and everything over here, and you come down, you have an example, okay, and you can try yourself. You can execute it. It will open here, and this is the output for you. Okay, it's like get title, check, and give run. I'm sorry, it's a title, right? Okay, first heading, check, and click run. So here it's reflex. Okay, so the same thing, you can just play around whatever you want, test, run, it comes here. So you can copy this, okay, so initial stages, right? You can paste it here and check it. So refresh F5, that's coming over here. Oh, okay, yeah, refresh. Okay. So this is a way you can just play around with your HTML tag static page. I am working on it, and just go through, at least understand what extension of files are available. Index, JSON, we have another JSON VS Code folder. Okay, so just try to learn what other things are available. We are going to use one by one, depends on your output. So today's output is I want to display a static page. Yes, I done it, and is executed as well. Okay. Okay. The next one is go to my trial account. I'm going to create a space. Okay. So go to Cloud Foundry spaces. So I need some space. Okay. It's got expired. Okay. I need some space to keep my table and data. So I need to create a space for my trial account. Okay. Basically, you can consider that as a database for your trial account. Excuse me. So that's what I'm going to create it for my trial account. So go to Cloud Foundry, and it's my, okay, go to spaces. So currently I don't have any space, so I'm going to create a space. Oh, okay. By default, I believe it's just created one dev space as well. Okay. You remember whenever you create a trial account, it creates a space name as dev. Okay. So by default, it creates a 4 GB memory and 400 services. You can able to keep it whenever you start working on your dev space, adding a table and table content. This quota is getting increased slowly. Okay, so you just come to know what how many space you utilized and how many services you have utilized. So 4 GB and 400 services is allowed for your trial account for one space, dev space. Okay. So once you click it, it will show you what are the things available, how many database systems and how many service requests, and then currently everything is empty. So these details, these menus is getting changed based on your place or the spot where you are. And here, this is the one good thing. You can just move forward, move backward wherever you get started. You can go to the trial space, or you can go to the trial home directly. So these are the options available over here. So you can just back up to the place wherever it's taught. Okay, yeah, that's it for the first version. So your trial account is ready. I just tried trial account. Okay, your trial account is ready, and your BAS is also by default it's subscribed, and by default it's created a space with 4 GB memory. And once whenever you come back, you don't want to get into enter your trial account. So using quick access, you can enter into your BAS and start working on it. Okay, so play around with this, and if you have any questions or doubt, please let me know. And thank you so much for your time. Probably we'll see with some exacting videos in the coming days. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you want, you can stop your service as well, and it's stopping. So once it's stopped, whenever you come back, you have to start again and you have to do it. Okay, thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.